All right, traders, it is time to prepare to trade the best setups at the best prices. I want to give a big shout out to all the night owls rocking with us tonight. Let's get straight into the analysis. So in terms of the SPY, the key levels where we are going to be interested in potentially buying the dip with a bullish confirmation are going to be the following levels. So one of the strategies that we've been focusing on within this bull market is to buy call options when SPY hits a key bottom wick 30-minute level that has not been tested yet. So let me show you in terms of some great examples of what that would look like. So in terms of some key levels that have not been tested yet, this would be one of our best levels, $450. You have a nice key whole rounded number. This is a very key support level on the 30-minute right here. Strong, nice bullish bottom wick that has not been tested here with a major short-term bear trap. So $450 will be one of our best key levels to buy call options on SPY. Then in terms of the levels below that, let's take a quick look here. So in terms of our next levels, it's going to be 448.50. That will be our next level. You got a nice strong bottom bullish 30-minute wick candle between 448.20 to 448.50, and then 447.50. That'd be our next level. And then besides that, 446. So those will be all key levels where we target buying call options for a quick spike. So basically, we're going to look for those call options to become out of the money. If we're buying the 450 dip, we look for it to drop under 450, buy the calls, sell back in the money. And then same thing for 448, same thing for 446, and even 442.70. Those are going to be all of our key levels. So again, 450, 448.50, 447.50, 446, and 442.70. Those are going to be all of our key oversold levels to buy the dips. Now, in terms of where we are at within the overall market, SPY has been consistently forming resistance at $457. We now have some lower highs that are attempting to come in. The main thing that you need to understand is you can see right here, you had resistance at $452. Once that broke out and then turned into support, SPY went very, very bullish to 457. Right now, SPY has been trying to bottom at 452, but it's also trying to form lower highs. So what I need you to understand is 452 is make or break support. If 452 holds and turns into support, then it's going to start to break out and go bullish to fill the gap at 455.20. 455 is going to be our key level to short the SPY and buy put options heading into this week. We want to go with the overbought resistance level. So we're looking at 454.70 right here, the high of this wick, and 455.20. That is going to be our key zone to short the SPY and buy put options for the gap close reversal. Right now, the SPY is at that make or break previous resistance. That has already been tested. That has already been played out. It is still trying to turn into support, but it's also trying to form lower highs. So it's a battle between the middle. And we personally do not like trading at the middle. So like I said, the best thing you can do in a sense is you wait for the oversold levels to buy the dips. 450, 448.50, 447.50, 446, below 443. And then for puts, 454.70 to 455. SPY could drop. If it cracks 452, it's going to go a little bit bearish. Even if it does go overall bearish, it should bounce at our key support levels for quick scalps where we get in and out very, very quickly within minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, super quick, right? So the point is we're towards the middle-ish of the channel. And one thing that's for sure is even if it were to flip bearish, the worst way to play the market in a bull market is to short the SPY and buy put options when it is at support. And even though it's forming lower highs, it is at support. 452 is support. Now, in terms of buying calls, it's best to go with the levels that have not been tested yet, the ones where people haven't been trading yet. They haven't been trading that 450 retest. They haven't been trading that 448.50 retest. They haven't been trading that 447.50 retest. They haven't been trading the 446, 442. So right now, we're still towards the lower end middle of the channel. 452 already played out. It's going to be a battle. They're trying to form lower highs. They're still trying to form support. It's a mess. Best way to play this battle is to focus on puts at 454.70 to 455.20 and focus on calls at the key support levels that have not been tested yet. Now, in terms of what I need you to understand about this battle, if 452 holds, it starts to go bullish and it closes the gap. Once the gap fills at 455.20 or once we hit 454.70 zone, it should start to pull back for puts. If 452 cracks, we go a little bit bearish and it should bounce off of our key levels, which were 450, 448.50, 447.50, 446. Even if the trend went super bearish, it should bounce at those levels. And I will do very, very well, even going against the short-term trend if it flips bearish, buying those levels, in my opinion. If the first one doesn't work out, I'll go heavier on the next one. And I cut my losses very, very quickly. So all these people saying, well, oh, you should have traded the trend and had a big move to the downside. I don't need to do that. I do what works best for me, and that has been buying call options at these key bottom wick 30-minute candlesticks the first time they've been tested from the key levels. 450, 448.50, 447.50, 446, gap close reversal, 443, gap close reversal. That is how you crush it in this market, and I'm going to leave it off at that. That's how you trade the SPY. That's how you master the SPY. Now, in terms of one stock that I'm keeping an eye on, I still want to keep an eye on Tesla. At some point, it's due for a bounce, and we do have a gap to fill above here. This is what I need you to understand about Tesla. We are at one of the most critical levels for Tesla stock. Let me show you what it is that we're looking at. So right here, there was a gap to fill on Tesla at 457.60. You got a gap to fill right here at 457.60, 457.60, this gap right here. This was previous resistance that reacted as the support and then created a major bear trap. So the point is, Tesla stock is trying to have a reversal at this gap. And this gap is at I'm getting confused with SPY. It's 257.60. See how I got it confused? Because I fucking trade is SPY. If you want to make money in this market, just trade SPY. Don't look at other stocks. Don't trade other stocks. Once in a while, I'll talk about other stocks, but I'm telling you, I have an account that is dedicated to just trading SPY. No other trades are made besides SPY within that account, and that is the account that is performing the best, and that's the account that I focus on the most. Trade SPY. But in terms of Tesla, this is an oversold setup. This is an overreaction to the downside, and you got a gap to fill above right here at 291. So here's the game plan. If we see Tesla continue to hold above 457s, we will be interested in calls. So our plan is very, very simple. We're simply looking for support to form on Tesla stock at 257. If we can continue to see 260 to 257 holding, we see some bullish 30-minute candlesticks, I will be very interested in buying call options on Tesla for a short-term reversal and sell into the rip. That is my game plan. If it cracks below 457, reacts bearish, there is no reason to buy Tesla. And then from there, I will set a price alert above 260 and above 257.60. Once that zone reacts as bullish support on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute, on the 30-minute candle, the trend looks bullish in between that zone, I will be interested in buying calls if it reacts bullish. If it reacts bearish, I sit on the sidelines, I set price alerts. Once those price alerts re-trigger, if it reacts bullish, that is when you will see me buying calls for a potential reversal. Just understand, this is previous resistance. Right now, it's trying to reverse at the gap, and that gap is at previous resistance, which is bullish, and it's trying to go bullish. We shall see. It must react bullish. It's been very, very bearish for 3 days now. I will be keeping an eye on that level. That's one stock that has sparked my interest. Be very, very careful and use tight stops if you try to trade it, because Tesla will screw your account. That's what it likes to do. Now, in terms of our final updates, in terms of my overall trading on Friday, it was very, very good. I did have a red day, but most members had a green day because they did not follow my gamble at open. I gambled into Tesla calls at open and I lost at first. Then I made back a lot of the money that I lost trading SPY. All my trades were wins from there, and it was just trading SPY. Like I said, I typically don't do well in the morning, so they know to stay away from my trades in the morning. And they also know if I'm not trading SPY, it's best to just stay away in a sense. But especially in the morning, the key word from there is in the morning. It's like a gamble in a sense. But my trades were 100% on point, and most people did well within the chat on Friday, and it was through SPY. That's where the big success came from in terms of the overall trading on Friday. It was through SPY. And one of the ways I managed to do that was simply by looking at the 30-minute chart. You know, right here, these were some good examples. Your previous resistance right here, this is previous resistance. It breaks above the previous resistance, has a breakout, then it drops back down to previous resistance. It's likely going to react to support along with this bullish pin. That was a good example for calls. Another pattern that I picked up for calls was this red, green, red pattern. see the big red bar, see the big red bar, and then see the bar in the middle with the top wick, see the bar in the middle with the top wick, and then next candle's red after that, next candle's kind of red after that. You could see the similarities, right? And then it starts to go bullish for an uptrend, then it starts to go bullish for an uptrend. So basically, once this candlestick was towards 452.60, like it was around here, I ended up buying calls, previous resistance, reactive support, absolutely crushed that call. So Friday was an overall decent trading day for me, even though it was a red day. But anyways, man, that's my overall thoughts. That's my overall analysis. We're going to continue to crush it day trading the SPY. If you do want to join Trader Society, it's a one-time fee. It's a lifetime access. The program is going to be closing down. We are closing down the program starting end of July. End of July, we are going to be officially closing the program. We're going to be delivering to those members, even though the program is going to be closed to the public. We will consistently be delivering to members, and we're going to be working on upgrading the servers, upgrading the program, and we will be raising the price once we reopen it back up to the public. If you do want to join now, it's going to be that first link down below in the description. It's a one-time fee and it's lifetime access. And then we will be also rolling out that new service that's coming very, very soon. That'll be launched public as well. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it off at that. If you guys want to join it and crush this with us, starting tomorrow, it's instant access. We will see you on the inside. It's the first link down below in the description.